proposed as the national co-chair of the Million Worker March movement, asking for support. I think it's very important for people to understand something. Some of our members, like other workers, are afraid. They don't want to they don't want to appear to be on the front line. They haven't had some of the battle scars and experiences that I have. Many of the individuals who led the embargoing of South African cargo are no longer around. People like Leo Robinson who have retired. So I'm an old timer, but we're trying to teach our young members the traditions of the ILWU. These letters of support are very, very important. It doesn't matter if you belong to a union or not. And it gives courage and, to our leadership to know that this means something to people. Because many of them have never been involved in any real struggle. But this came from the bottom. We wrote that resolution at Local 10. And it's important for people to understand that Local 10 is a predominantly African-American local. We're known on the West Coast as the Black Local. And one of the reasons why there's a significant number of African-Americans and other people of color, and 20% women, is because of the fact that during the 1934 strike, African-Americans were used primarily as strike breakers. The only time we had a chance to work was when there was a labor struggle. And Harry Bridges and others understood that they couldn't win that struggle without the support of the black community. And he went to churches in Oakland and San Francisco appealing to the community to support that picket line in exchange for membership into the union. And that is the reason why we have African Americans in such numbers in the ILWU, Local 10. This is the local that made Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King an honorary member in 1967, 1 year before his assassination. This is the union that made Paul Robeson in 1943. And for those of you who don't know who Paul Robeson was, one of the greatest Americans of the 20th century. Phi Beta Kappa at Rutgers. I know there were some Rutgers students here earlier today. One of the first black All-Americans. Renowned singer, actor. There's probably been no greater performance of Othello given by an actor. Performance. He was a man who sacrificed greatly his career for civil, human rights. He was a man who put it all on the line. And I'm fortunate to have been a classmate of a person who was following in that tradition, Danny Glover. Many of you know who he is. He spoke at the Million Worker March. He will be one of the keynote speakers on May 1 in San Francisco.